I saw Plane on the weekend and I thought it was pretty decent, but you're not here for my lukewarm takes, you're here for some letterboxd unhinged takes. Let's see what we get today. Here's a good one to start off with, and the award for the most well thought out movie title goes to, and honestly I'm a little bit concerned that most of these takes are going to be about the name of the movie. Get over it everyone, it was a marketing ploy, it kinda worked, we all went to see it, so let's move on. Here we go, a pun that I can stand behind. Triangle of Dadness. Now we're getting into the good stuff. Here's the review that I almost made, and I'm glad that I didn't, because who would want 132 likes when you can make something original and get 11? I don't know if it's a hot take, but this is definitely the most accurate one of the bunch. I wanted a movie about Gerard Butler in a plane, and by fucking God did I get it. A massive landmark in cinema that your dad turns on halfway through at 9:30 p.m. on FX because nothing else is on. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant take. And I guess we have to have at least one take that references Gerard Butler's other works. Should have been Plane Has Fallen. I'm not gonna argue with you. None of those popular reviews were that unhinged though, which is why I now feel the need to point you in the direction of this review. Jake and I bought Puss in Boot cups. Well, that's great, Jill. I'm very happy for you. Here's someone who wasn't a big fan of how the film was shot. The cameramen were shaking so hard you'd think they were at gunpoint. Apparently this person just fell asleep. This person says this movie is all in all bad. It's slow from the jump and doesn't pick up from there, which is categorically incorrect. Nikki, I don't think you actually watched the film. According to Zach, this is the worst film that he's seen in a while, which are strong words coming from someone who recently watched Velocipaster. I actually like this one. Points for originality. Into BDSM? You can pay $12 this weekend to torture yourself for an hour and 47 minutes. I didn't feel like I was getting tortured. I didn't even pay $12 to see it. I must be winning in all kinds of different ways. I personally love it when film reviews get into the economic nuance of running an airline. Jeremy here letting us know that the most unbelievable part of this film is that there would ever be a flight that only has 14 passengers on it. But frankly, Jeremy, that's not the most unbelievable part of the film. The most unbelievable part of the film is that all of the passengers had their luggage with them. Whispering to my date while watching Plane, when the plane first appears on the screen. That's the plane. You are a monster. Y'all, the exact same thing happened to me when I flew Spirit Airlines. I guess that's a good reason to not fly Spirit Airlines. My solution to this problem is just never traveling and never going anywhere. This movie's only good if you're a hater like me, but I'm not a hater and I thought it was fine. Oh God, I'm delusional. They have a good runtime to bald men ratio. I feel personally attacked by that. Not good, it's just plain bad. These puns are just so plain. Spirit Airlines ain't looking so bad right now. Not according to that other guy. Really sucked but was good enough for $5. Where the hell are you seeing a movie for $5 on opening weekend? Watched at the AMC Classic Selena 10? Okay. This one isn't even about the film. I was most looking forward to the Quantumanium trailer beforehand and they didn't even show it. I'm sorry, the Quantumania trailer that you can easily watch on YouTube? How can that be the most disappointing part of the film? It's probably being suggested to you right there. This one's just straight truth. Really, they should have called this Island or Jungle. It would have been a far more honest title. The plane is like the bookend. Maybe the most honest title would be Plane Jungle Plane. No commas though, that would just be confusing. Don't fly Spirit Airlines, I guess. Man, Spirit is not doing well in these reviews. If this were the first movie I ever saw, I don't think movies would be my thing. Chris, no, I think movies would still be your thing. You would just be really, really impressed by Godfather when you eventually got around to watching it like 20 years after the fact. As far as hot takes go, I think we might have actually just found the best one. Crash. I don't necessarily agree, but when it comes to one-word reviews, you're not going to get much better. Sully's bitch ass could never. Oh my God. We've spent a lot of time with the low reviews. Now let's look at some of the more unhinged high reviews, the 5-star reviews. Best movie of 2023 so far. Plane! Exclamation mark. I mean, we are still fairly early on in the year, but I just have a feeling that Kate is going to be wrong in like a couple of weeks. This movie took me to a new plane of existence. Well, I guess the people who really love the film aren't immune from making terrible, terrible puns. I didn't watch the movie, but I just saw a plane fly by and that was pretty cool. Oh my God. The levels of intelligence on this site occasionally concern me. Brianna, my roommate, worked on this movie. Nice little humble brag there. Can we consider this like film review stolen valor? Any fellow planiacs? Oh my God, they've already started naming themselves. Hopefully this doesn't lead to them multiplying. I take an edible every time I fly, and I took an edible right before seeing this. So it was like living out my actual worst fucking nightmare. 10 out of 10, perfect action movie. This right here is why I love this site. Why did this movie make me so horny? 10 out of 10? Honestly, Jules, I have no idea why it made you so horny, especially because the only film you have in your letterboxd top 4 is Bones and All, and Plane definitely does not have any cannibalism in it. I was shaking and screaming the whole time. Well, Lee, I am so thankful that I was not in the same theater as you. And now let's look at the only review that actually matters. Plain, but plain like a plain bagel topped with plain cream cheese. It's still fucking delicious. That coming to us from me. But tell me, cinephiles, what did you think of Plain? Let me know in the comments down below, and please like this video for the sake of the algorithm. YouTube loves those thumbs ups. And if you want to see even more Cinemateq content, then click on the video that's right there. It's probably a pretty good one.